Yo, my music does not want to play. Like, hey guys, it's your girl Chanceline, and I am back again with another video. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed, liked, and commented on my previous video. And thank you for all those who subscribed in particular. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe now and turn on your notifications so every time I post, you'll be up to date. You know? Okay, so what? Like, I didn't even start yet. And anyway, today's video is a story time. As you can tell from the title, yes, I got beat up. Obviously, I lived in Africa, so obviously I got beat up, but this story time is about a time when I got beat up by someone who wasn't even my parent. Like, but I kind of deserved it though. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, my story time is going to take us all the way back to a time when I was 9 years old, I think. It's either I was 9 or 10. Yeah, I was either 9 or 10. But yeah, so when at that age I was in Cameroon, and I was kind of sorta a troublemaker. If you know what a troublemaker is, yeah, that was me. But yeah, so this hot afternoon I was sitting by the garden of my house. So the way the houses are in Cameroon, the way my house was, not all the houses are like that, but the way my house was, it was like fenced, and then we had a gate, and then like outside of the fence we had like gardens on two sides, and then they built like something where you could sit by the garden. I don't know how to explain it further than that, but yeah. So I was sitting, that day I was sitting by the garden, and we had this neighbor. Our neighbor, who was like opposite, they lived opposite to us. So there was a guy in that house, and he didn't like his middle name. Why, I don't know. I found the middle name really like, I really liked the middle name. I don't know why he didn't like it. And just his family and few other people knew about the name, and I was one of the few other people. I don't even remember how I knew his name was. Okay, so let's say his middle name was Joe. So I don't even know, I can't even remember how I got to know Joe's middle name. So this day, Joe was outside and he was talking to a girl. So he was talking to her and they were just talking. I could hear most of what they were saying, but not all. So this girl asked Joe what his middle name was, and he never told anyone what his middle name was. Like I said, I don't even remember how I knew his middle name, but I knew it. My friend and I knew it. And Joe had told my friend and I to never tell anyone what his middle name was for some reason. So he told us if we ever told someone what his middle name was, he was gonna beat us. So back in Africa, back then, I don't know how it is now, but back then, usually, like, anyone could beat you. Like, anyone could give you a whooping. As long as you were doing something wrong, anyone could give you a whooping. And whenever your parent came back and they told your parent what you did, your parent would be thanking them for giving you that whooping, and your parent might even add some. So Joe was talking to this girl. See, I'm going way off topic now. So Joe was talking to this girl, and the girl asked him what his middle name was. Me being too pompous back then, that was back then. I am not that person anymore. So me being pompous back then, blurted out his name. I was like, oh, his middle, because he was like, oh no, I don't have a middle name. And I was like, oh yes you do. Your middle name is Joe. And this guy told the girl to hold on. Like, he put her on pause. And then he started walking towards me. And then he started walking really slow, and then he started picking up speed. So I was like, oh, and then it clicked in my head that he had said to never tell anyone what his middle name was. So I couldn't, like, the way the garden was built, if I had to run back into my house, the gate was gonna take me a long while to open and get it, and he was gonna get to me. So I ran towards his house. I ran towards, yeah, the direction of his house. So he was coming this way, and I was sitting right here. I don't know. But yeah, he was coming this way, and I was sitting right here. So I ran this way instead of going this way back to my house. So I ran towards his house. And then I went down like, it was kind of a slope. So I went down that slope. And then there was like an uncompleted building behind his house. So I went into one of those, one of the rooms in the uncompleted building. And I got in there. And he was like right behind me. So he got into, and he was like, oh, you think you can run? Oh, this, that. And I was over here like, I don't know why you're following me, because like your middle name is Joe, so I don't get why you're trying to. So unlucky for me, there was a broom nearby. The way the brooms are in Cameroon, it's not like the brooms over here. Wait, hold on. It's not like this brooms where you have a stick and you just have to do this to sweep. No. The way the brooms are, you have to bend all the way to sweep with that broom. And if you know that broom, you know when it stays for long, it starts shrinking. And when it starts shrinking, it becomes like really like tight together. That was the broom which was there. This broom had shrunk, and it was like this long. So it was really, really tight. This guy picks up this broom and starts whooping me. Y'all, I have never screamed so loud in my life. I was screaming and crying and calling on my mom, calling on everybody I know in this life. And then I started talking, and I was like, I don't even get why you're beating me. Like I said before, back then I was a troublemaker, but that's not who I am now. I'm an angel right now. So this guy was whooping me and whooping every single part of my body, and I was screaming and crying and all. And then, so my mom was home, and my mom made sure everyone in the neighborhood knew better than to give my brother or me a whooping. Like, she always said if we did something wrong, let her know, and she will whoop us, not you. No one was allowed to beat my mother's children. Nope. So unlucky for this guy, my mom was home. When he started following me, I think I screamed, and then my mom heard me screaming from the house. So she came out to see what was happening, and she just saw people sprinting down the slope. So while this guy is over here beating every single part of my body, I just see my mom sprinting down the hill, and I knew the Lord has come to save me. So she's coming down the hill, and the guy doesn't notice it because he's over here beating every part of my body, and I'm here screaming and screaming. So my mom comes, and she takes off her slippers. Yo, if there's this slippers most African moms have, where the heel, the back of it, like the back is like really thick. It's like a tiny heel, and it's really thick. My mom takes off her slippers and pulls this guy off of my body and is whooping him everywhere. Like, she just starts whooping him, and he starts screaming and all, and she's over here talking, because I guess I take my talking from my mom, because my mom talks a lot. So she's over here whooping him and talking. She's like, didn't I tell you not to beat any of my children? Like, you're not allowed to beat them. And she's beating this boy. Mind you, at this time, this guy was like 17 or 18. My mom did not care. She was whooping this boy everywhere. Like, she was, like, every single part of his body was, and I'm just standing there like I wasn't even crying, I think. I probably was, tears were just probably running down my cheeks or something, but I wasn't like, I just remember standing there and looking at her like. So she finished beating this boy, and she's like, let's go home. Yo, when she told me let's go home, I knew by the time we get home, I'll get a second beating, which was going to probably send me to the hospital or something. So we leave there, and okay, mind you, by the time we're leaving, since I was screaming, and then my mom came and was talking, and the guy was screaming and everything, the neighbors came out and were like around there. You know how when there's a fight, the people around there, But the thing with Africa is no one's gonna stop you from doing whatever you're doing. So no one even dared to tell my mom to stop whooping the boy because they knew better. Like, come on now. So my mom is like, let's go home. And she goes, she's like in front and I'm behind her going. And we get home, we get into the house, and she tells me to sit down. She takes her slippers and put, like when she was taking off her slippers, I thought she was going to use it to whoop me too. I thought she was going to use it to whoop me too. But she was just like, what happened? And then I told her he was beating me because I told the girl that his... So my camera kind of died on me. Well, not kind of, but it died on me. But yeah, I can't even remember where I ended. So I get home with my mom and she tells me to sit down and I'm over here like, she's about to whoop me while I'm sitting. So but she ended up not whooping me. She was just like, what happened? And I told her and she was like, oh, next time make sure you don't go around telling people what his middle name is because he did not like it. But I didn't understand back then why he never liked the name. Well, I still don't understand why he doesn't like it. But yeah, so that was the thing. Oh, my mom made me go apologize to him. And that was like the most awkward situation. Because I was like, oh, I'm sorry for telling the girl what your middle name was. And he was just like, oh, okay. And I was just like, But yeah, that is the end of my story time. Hopefully you enjoyed this story time. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you enjoyed my story time, make sure to let me know down in the comment below. And I will see you on my next video. Oh, before I go, I'm trying to figure, like, right now I'm kind of busy. So I have I have an idea. Not an idea. I know what I want to film to put up here, to put on YouTube. But I don't exactly have the time because I am moving into college in like 2 weeks. And I haven't gotten all my things yet. So I'm kind of in the middle of buying things and cleaning up and all. So, but yeah, when I get to college, hopefully my schedule is going to be relaxed for me to have time to film and then upload. But I'm